Hey YouTube, excuse me, I am back, guys. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. I've been busy, obviously. Now an official pulley at RSS Lynchburg, United States Marine Corps recruiting office in Lynchburg, obviously, Virginia. And yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm on my way. I'm officially starting my track to be a United States Marine, and I'm excited, guys. I know it doesn't sound like it now because I'm tired. I just went out running, and yeah, so I've been trying to get in shape, hair shaving, everything, you know, getting ready, getting used to it, things. But yeah, so I thought I'd talk to y'all today about my MEPS experience and my experience so far as a DEP. If you don't know what DEP is, it's the Delayed Entry Program. Basically, we meet twice a week, and then every second Saturday of each month, we have what is called a pulley function, which is a lot of PT. PT stands for physical training, so lots of exercises. And twice a week we meet up for exercises. By the way, this is the official pulley t-shirt. Only can get it at the Marine Corps also, so yeah, it's awesome. Sorry if I seem out of breath, but you know, this is kind of a sit back, relax, watch video, so I hope y'all enjoy it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's shoot for, let's say, 5 likes for this video. So if we can get 5 likes, that'd be amazing, guys. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. Leave a comment below that you subscribed, and I will try to get you a shout out. I know I'm not very popular, guys, but you know, I just do this for the fun. It's pretty fun making videos. Anywho, so my MEPS experience, if you don't know what MEPS is, it's Military Entrance Processing Station. It's where each branch sends applicants to a place where they get medically evaluated to make sure they're physically and mentally able to join the branch of your choice. So Coast Guard, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps. So yeah, you go to the station. It's a 2-day trip. So you go the first day, and excuse me, and let me tell you all about MEPS real quick. You go the first day, and it's basically you take the ASVAB before you go to MEPS, and then you go there and you take a verification test to make sure that you took that test and make sure it's within that point range and make sure you didn't cheat. So yeah, so you go there the first day, you take the ASVAB again, and if you fail, you have to take it again. No problem, guys. If you don't know your stuff, make sure you study, and it's not a big deal. Second day, you go through all the medical processing and paperwork, and it's a lot of boring paperwork. So my MEPS experience. Alright, so I was supposed to go on Monday and Tuesday to the MEPS place at Fort Lee Army Base, and in Virginia, and I got sick Monday. I went to the recruiting station, I took my ASVAB, and I was throwing up, so they're like, yeah, you're not able to go because you're sick. I was like, oh, well, could I go Tuesday and Wednesday? And they're like, we'll try. So, because they gotta push, it's a demanding environment, so people are trying to get as many people as they can into this MEPS place, and because recruiters have to meet a certain quota each month. So I go Tuesday, I'm feeling 100%, and I get there and they're like, you might not be able to go. So I was like, oh crap. But luckily I was able to go. So I'm going on Tuesday and Wednesday. I leave around 2 o'clock-ish, 2:30-ish, and I get there around 5. It was a long drive. And I get there, I go to the MEPS place, I take my ASVAB. I literally go in there, and I'm not there for 5 seconds, I get yelled at. The guy in there's like, boy, where's your name tag? I was like, I didn't get a name tag, because they're supposed to give you a name tag up front, so I didn't get my name tag. So I'm getting yelled at, and I ended up taking my ASVAB. Everything was great. I passed. I got a 50-something on it. I think a 53. On my first test, I got a 72, so I'm kind of upset about that first one didn't count, because I was 16 when I took it for some reason. And so yeah, I get to the hotel. They brief us on do's and don'ts. There's a game room. It was awesome. In the hotel, there's a game room. People were playing video games. People were watching TV. It was a nice lounge. There's a pool, there's a gym. By the way, I do not recommend going to the pool because you have to take a hearing test the next day, so you can fail your hearing test doing that. So, anyways, there's a pool. It was really nice, and I wanted to go in, but I didn't. I hit the gym though, which was pretty nice. I had a treadmill, had a few weights. So, not a big gym, it was pretty closed off, so I did that. Um, then I head to my room, pretty nice room, very, very fancy looking. It was a pretty nice hotel. I can't remember the name of it. It was on the army base or near it, so it was pretty neat. And you get a roommate. My roommate was an Air Force dude, future airman. He's actually at boot camp right now because you have to go to MEPS twice. One before you join the delayed entry program, and another time before you go off to boot camp. And he was there shipping off to boot camp the next day, so he was pretty nervous. He was telling me about his road, his trip to where he's at today. So best of luck to him if he's watching this video. I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure he'll recognize me if he sees me. But so yeah, we were talking, we were watching Impractical Jokers, we were laughing. Then we went down to another briefing around 8:30. They were basically telling us what's going to happen tomorrow, what to expect, make sure you're up by this time. They told us that we were going to get a wake-up call at 4:25 a.m. I got up at 4 a.m. because I didn't want to be late, because it's military, and I didn't want to get yelled at. So, yeah, so I hit the gym around 9, I get to bed around 10. I could not sleep whatsoever. I think I fell asleep around midnight, woke up at 2 a.m., fell asleep, woke up at 3:50, so I was like, screw it, I'm staying up. My roommate was passed out. He was asleep by 9:30. I don't know how he did it, but he was out. And so yeah, we wake up. I wake him up at 4:25 because he was not waking up to the wake-up call. We get up, we go to the breakfast, excuse me, and it was, oh, by the way, the night before you get a dinner, I recommend eating something light because you'll see why in a second. I got the cheeseburger and fries. It was pretty nasty. Though the food was I'll wake up for breakfast. I am feeling sick at this point. Like, I feel nauseous. I'm nervous. I don't know if it was nerves or it was just bad. So I didn't eat. We get there. It's like 5 a.m. We had to wait till 6 for them to open. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We're all groggy and tired. People staying up late nights. By the way, Army National Guard's also another branch that was there. Nobody was in the Coast Guard for some reason, but there's only 2 people from the Marine Corps, me and another girl, and a lot of Army and Navy people, a few Air Force. So we wake up, we're there, we check in. They get your thumbprint and fingerprints, by the way. So you check in through that way. You go to your liaison, which is basically the person of your branch, representing your branch. So I went to the Marine liaison, and they briefed us what to expect. Make a long story short, we got medically evaluated, we got our hearing checked. By the way, when I was in that hearing booth, again, I was not feeling well. This is where it gets bad. So we go in, and they check our hearing first. That was the first thing they did. So I get my hearing checked, and it was a small cramped box with like 8 other stations in this one box. It was no bigger than my room. Like, it was a lot smaller than my room. My room's pretty small. And so yeah, I was feeling like I had almost passed out in there. It was bad. I was not feeling good. Then we're at medical brief where they're telling us what they're gonna do, and we're filling out paperwork, answering all the questions that we filled out at the recruiting office, basically to make sure you're not lying and make sure everything's accurate. I threw up. I knew I was gonna throw up, and I did. So I raised my hand. I was like, "Hey, I'm feeling nauseous." I run to the bathroom. I'm throwing up. The dude's in there. He said, if you don't get out there in 10 seconds, I'm going to have to disqualify you and send you home, which means I could either get a temporary disqualification saying that I can go back, or they could permanently disqualify me, and basically I can't join any branch, which would have sucked. Thank God I got up. I felt better after I threw up, and I went in there, filled out my paperwork, finished that, and then I took an eye exam, passed that. They drew blood. Then we went into a room. Doctor made us take off all our clothes, like singly, like I was in there by myself. And he made me take off my clothes, bend over. He checked everywhere thoroughly. Checked my vision again, stuff like that. Then we sat in a big room, and we were all sitting in our boxer briefs, our underwear, basically. Just sitting there like it was cold, so we were like, so yeah, what's up, guys? We would not look at each other in the eyes. Like it was creepy. You're in there with a bunch of dudes naked, basically. And one dude had a pee so bad, and he went off and got yelled at because he wasn't supposed to leave the room. And sorry guys, I know this is a little bit of a long video, but you know, hey. And basically after that, we're sitting. Basically, it's rush and wait. You rush to each station and wait about 20 minutes. So now it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm dead by this point. I get lunch. It was alright. It was a sub sandwich and chips. I ate. I didn't want to eat too much because I didn't want to overdo it. And basically, we're sitting. They ask us questions more. They ask, "Have you ever smoked weed?" Like over and over again. Do you have any medical problems? Anything that you say that you don't like? You have to disclose all your information, because if you don't, they'll send you to jail for 1,000 years and a $10 million fine. Not true. No, it's not. That's not true. But they literally threaten you with that. It's interesting. But I pass. I get qualified. They tell me I'm qualified. I'm excited. And then the Marine Corps is the only branch that does this. They require you to do 30 sit-ups within 2 minutes. Yeah, it was 30, and 1 pull-up. No other branch did that. So we did one in front of everybody. It was pretty funny. Then we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Then we swear in. We took the oath of enlistment. I'm just saying. I'm gonna blur out my information, like my social security number and everything. But yeah, so basically this is your contract. I blocked my information. Let me fold this up. You take make sure there's nothing that you can steal from my information. Yeah, my date to going is June 25th, 2018 at 0600, which is 6 a.m. is when I go to boot camp. So I'll be there at 6 a.m. apparently, I guess. I took the oath of enlistment. So, yes, I'm going in for 4 years active, and then I'm going to re-enlist, obviously. But yeah, so I go June 25th, 2018. But yeah, you do a lot of things. In the Marine Corps, you get this delayed entry program, 10 box. So it teaches you gotta learn stuff like general orders. It gives you a training guide. It gives you stickers. You gotta learn rank structure, all that jazz. And yeah, but yeah, MEPS, I left around 3 p.m. My recruiter picked me up after we swore in our oath of enlistment, and we headed back to my house. He dropped me off. Well, we went to the recruiting station. He gave me a briefing on, now that I'm a DEP, what do's and don'ts, basically, and my rights as an applicant, and my rights as a delayed entry program member, or a pulley, as people know. And he took me home. I got home. I was tired. I was dead by like 9 o'clock. And, yeah, it was pretty cool. Sorry, too, I got a little bit of a sinus infection. But yeah, now, DEP, Delayed Entry Program. Basically, we meet Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 6, even though I don't get out of there till 7 sometimes. And we do PT, which is physical training or exercise, and it's a lot of work. it's hard. We run a lot. We do a lot of muscular strength, circuit courses, rope exercise. Like we get a rope. It's then pulley functions. I have not yet been to one. I was supposed to go to one Saturday, but I wasn't able to make it because I didn't have a ride. Basically, same thing, but for a lot longer. And they're a lot of fun. So far, I've enjoyed it. I love the Marine Corps. I'm hoping to make it through boot camp. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. My MEPS experience was terrible because I was sick, but I got through it. You can too. Nothing to be nervous about, guys. It's not that scary, as people say it is. The duck walk, as a lot of people know when they look up videos like this, is not that bad. That's not what you got to worry about. The only thing I was really worried about was a blood test, because I hate getting my blood taken from me. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, comment them below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, guys. Again, let's go for 5 likes. Please leave a comment. Encourage me, guys. Keep me motivated. I'll keep you motivated. And guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, guys. And thank you for all the support so far, guys. I know this is a long video, so I'm not going to drag it out any longer, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, guys. Peace. 1, 2, 3.